Hi, I'm tour guide Mustafa, doing garment dyeing for the last 26 years for prestige fashion dyers, and today I will be giving you some tips about tie-dye and garment dyeing. Now, to tie-dye a bikini, because bikini is a much more smaller garment, you've got to be very careful of how many elastic bands you put on or how thick the elastic bands are. So my advice is to actually try and find a thinner elastic bands. Not too thin, because in the machine they will break off. And that way you can achieve the results that you require. And again, if you want camouflage or stripe or crease or spiral wear or dip dyeing, you can watch our other dyeing techniques and you can see how it's done. And when it comes to swimwear, the same thing applies to that as well, because the garment is not all that big. Try and find thinner elastic bands and obviously how many elastic bands you put on. And when you're dyeing, obviously swimwear, because swimwear, I think most of the time it can come nylon or mixtures. The dyes that probably you will use, like what we call direct dyes, will not be suitable. So you need to buy acid dyes, what you can find on most of the, probably on most of the markets. So what my advice is to try and buy a nylon dye, what is called an acid dye, and try and use salt and some white, what we will call white vinegar in the dyeing technique. Now you can probably achieve better results on a swimwear than a bikini, because a swimwear is slightly more bigger, so if you want a dip dye, you can probably get a better result. And that's the way you dye a bikini or a swimwear in tie-dye.